How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Welcome to the third episode of Don't Buy It, You Don't Need It. This is where I pick several items that people normally buy and try to convince you to not buy them at all. This is a sort of unsalesmanship where I try to unsell you on various common items that you would normally buy every single day. Now let's get started. First of all, whenever you move into a new place, you might be tempted to buy a brand new grill. A grill is very nice indeed, and most people might be tempted to buy a giant gas grill to maybe have a large party or something. The problem with many people who buys grills is that when you buy them, you might use it the first few seasons, and then later on, it just tends to sit there. And the weather comes down on it. Maybe you don't have a little cover. It just sort of beats it down to death and then sort of starts rusting. And then basically, you bought the thing so that it can sit in the backyard for long periods of time. Aside from not really using the item at all, if you actually do use it, there's another downside to this, because if you try to use the grill many times, you might end up having to eat a lot of carcinogens, because whenever you grill something, you sort of char it a little bit. Every time you have a little bit of char or something that's really grilled, that is a carcinogen in itself, and this would in turn gives you, ulcers, stomach problems, cancers, things like that. So health-wise, it's also good to minimize your amount of grilling. The second thing I want to try to unsell you on is garbage bags. Normally, when you go to the supermarket, you can buy vegetables, you can have small bags, okay? And if you get up to speed on composting in your backyard or throwing all the organics inside a green cart rather than the landfill, you'll realize that you soon do not really need that many trash bags, because I personally only need one little tiny bag and it'll last me 2 weeks. I'll put all kinds of dry trash, things that do not smell in there. All the organic stuff is the stuff that smells. So those things are the things that you put in a green cart if you have such a thing, or in a compost bin. When you do this, suddenly you have no need to buy garbage bags anymore. In other words, when you go to the grocery store or whatever store to buy garbage bags, you're essentially throwing money away. Every single garbage bag, I don't know how much it is these days, 5 cents or 10 cents, you're essentially throwing that money away into the trash can. You're buying bags, which is basically money, wrap it around your trash so that you can throw your money away into the trash can. The third thing I want to convince you of not buying is sunglasses in general. I used to buy very expensive pairs of sunglasses every few years because I just think, oh yeah, I want name brand stuff or whatnot. These days, I just let my brand name ones wear out, and I've been actually using the free ones that I get, and they work just fine. And I actually tested the UV protection on it. Some of them are polarized even, and they work just fine. And I feel really great using them because I can just lose them or whatnot, and I would not be worried that I lose, $100, $200 worth of sunglasses. The fourth thing that you should not buy is Inkjet Ink. First of all, you should not have an inkjet printer at all, because those inkjet cartridges are so expensive. You buy one, I don't know how much they are, $20, $30, $40 each, and you end up printing, I don't know, like 100, 200 pages at most, and then you have to buy another cartridge. Monochrome printers are actually really cheap. The last one I bought is around $70. You can likely buy something like that, $70, $80, a brother one. I'll leave a link down below on one of these monochrome printers in which one I mean that are actually costing this little. When you buy a monochrome laser printer, I've actually been using mine for last I checked, it was like 7 years or something like that. And I still have not replaced the toner cartridge, mainly because I don't print all that often. But I've been using it all these years and it's still working just fine. Interestingly, these toner cartridges for these laser printers might be as expensive as a brand new cheap monochrome laser printer. It's like $70 for the printer itself, and then another $70 if you want to buy a replacement toner cartridge. If you want to replace the toner cartridge, you could buy just the powder itself, do some operation on it, and it would cost you, I don't know, another $10 to refill rather than buy a brand new toner cartridge. The last thing that you can greatly reduce your spending on is back to school supplies. Now, if you are a parent, you're likely buying this back to school supplies for your kids. And what I recommend is just to do a kind of audit for all the supplies that your kids have already. You'll find that you have a lot of stuff that you already need, such as binders, whatever, pencils and things like that. Most of the time when you're going to buy these things, kids, they just really like to buy a lot of stationery. Maybe have some logo of some cartoon character or whatnot. And if you restrict yourself to buying the stuff that you actually need, or maybe you want to buy stuff that actually perform very well, such as pens or something that writes really well, then that is the way to go, rather than just not taking an inventory first and then just going in blindly to, I don't know, Target or whatever, and just buy everything that the kid says that you need or whatever. Even if the teacher says, you got to buy all these supplies, you likely have some of them already at home. So thanks for watching this episode of Don't Buy It, You Don't Really Need It. I realize most of these products, some people might have a very good reason to buy one of them. I'm just giving one of the reasons or several reasons why you should not buy these items at all. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you agree with any of these products or disagree. You might have some very good reason to buy them after all. If you're interested in supporting this channel, don't forget to check out my Audible link down in the video description below, where you can get a free audiobook. And if you don't like this audiobook or this service, you can cancel it before the subscription ends, and you can still keep this audiobook. So this whole thing is free, and you can still help benefit this channel. If you're interested in supporting this channel directly, I have a Patreon over here where I give various perks at various contribution levels. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.